He's sleeping right next to me, so I have to speak quietly.
No, you're fine.
I'm from London. We're Northwest London, and then we've got Patricia on the call as well. She's from South London. So we both came across you, and to be honest, it's the best class I've come across. And thank you for dumbing it down so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Like, I don't know why people can't just use analogies and make it relevant to McDonald's or Burger King and everyday life. But I loved it. I loved it. It's really, really great. And I want to be up more to come to class.
Amazing. I'm glad. And that's the goal, to keep it simple, because I need everybody to know that they can have the skill set. It's not specific to nobody. As long as you plug in, you got it. And again, thank y'all so much for chiming in on this call. I'm here every Tuesday night, and I'll see y'all soon. Y'all enjoy your night.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Y'all get them some love. I got some money to book. Y'all get them some love for being up on this call right now. Please get them some love in the chat box. All right, let's go. Who else we got? Y'all give me some 15 seconds of gratitude. Miss Nadia, what you got?
Me? Oh, go ahead, Moody.
Ladies first.
Okay, awesome. So I'm just so happy and so grateful that I have two of my lovely friends, Kenya and Candace, on this call. Wanted to share some amazing gratitude from you, because I always speak how awesome you are and how much I've learned from you. And I just wanted them to experience a little bit of what I get from you.
Oh, let's go, Nadia. You're so amazing. That's a superstar right there. Y'all show some love for Miss Nadia. You're so welcome. And welcome, ladies, to the call. This is a mindset call. So y'all just sit back, relax, and enjoy this amazing space that we're in. You done got Jaleel on the call. Oh, that's my guy. Jaleel on the call.
Yeah, he on there.
I heard Mr. Jaleel on the call. Tell him I appreciate him hopping on. He's so laid back. All right, Mr. Mood, what you got, bro? Bring me that juice, man. What you got, bro?
What's poppin', family? Super happy and grateful for another day to get better in mind, body, and spirit. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for G-Dub the plug. I'm grateful for God's awareness. I'm super happy and grateful that my mind is connected to infinite intelligence at all times. And I'm super happy and grateful now that we've earned $10 million, given away $3 million, and helped 15 people earn $1 million. I retired my mama, and we have 5 people go chairman in 2021. It's already done. Thank you, God. Let's get it.
Wow, I absolutely love it. Listen, who on that list? Who on that receiving end? Who on the receiving end of that Millie that Moody talking about? All right, who on the receiving end of that million Moody talking about? All right, let's do it. All right, guys. So I want to talk about tonight how to remove fear. How to remove fear. Okay.
Oh my God, I need this. Let me record.
What? It's already been recorded, silly. I record this call. It's not the day that Kiki called. So I am a little behind. I got 2 videos uploaded to YouTube. Y'all, I'm sorry. I've been on these airplanes a lot. So I first want to just give a shout out to my God. I'm just grateful to be here for you guys tonight and trusting me to pour value. I don't take access for granted. A lot of times when we say access, we think about our mentors, we think about looking up, but I don't take you guys access for granted. You guys don't have to listen to me. You don't have to show up. So I appreciate you allowing me to pour into your life and just add the type of value that you know that can help you get to the next level in life. This call has been running since 2019, man. It's been an amazing call. It's been an amazing space. And so I just want to make sure you guys understand where you can grow and go in life. For everybody else on the call, please, please, please do me one favor before we go ahead and rock and roll. Go to the chat box and drop in the chat box the one word with something that you're grateful for. Because I like for people to understand when you are in a state of gratitude, it allows you to open up the access that you want. I tell people all the time, see, when you're praying and you have these goals and these dreams and desires, you're not asking for something that's not already created. Your faith, your gratitude, your thanks gives you access. See, I was spending some time with my nephew on today, and he was walking around the playground. I see we got family, we got spiritual awareness, we got health, amazing health, the gift of faith. There we go. That's the type of gratitude we need to have. All right. So he was playing around on the playground, and every time he would do this, I say, chin up, lift your head up and say something positive. And so every time he sees, now he's getting into a little rhythm. Just started today. He's getting in a rhythm already where as soon as he put his head down, he'll say, auntie, chin up. I'm so happy and grateful. I'm grateful. I'm training him to stay in a state of gratitude. I'm programming him. See, his subconscious mind is wide open right now. So I am thankful that he has this type of energy around him. So when he starts to endure life's challenges at 13 years old, 23, 33, 43 years old, and so on, guess what he's going to do? He's going to have his chin up and he's going to say he's grateful no matter what storm, no matter what comes in his life. He's going to be programmed to give thanks inside of the space of what? The storms of life. So you got to ask yourself a question on tonight. Do you have your chin up? Somebody drop chin up in the chat box for me. Somebody drop chin up in the chat box for me. Right? I'm so happy and grateful for the strength and the faith to believe. I have the gratitude. There we go. There we go. I see you. I see you, Moo Moo. That's lovely. All right. Chin up. See, I got to stay in a space of your posture you have to have a chin up posture, a chin up experience. Because it doesn't matter what you go. It doesn't matter what you guys are going through. And I don't want to sound insensitive, but y'all know a lot of people have problems, right? You're not the only person dealing with problems. You're not the only person dealing with challenges. You're not the only person who may feel in the space of not even knowing where they want to go, what they want to do. All right. But what do we do in the midst of that? We have our chin up. We stand strong. We look forward. All right. And we trust that what we believe in, we trust that our faith is going to guide us there. All right. So how dare you have the audacity to complain and whine when you got legs? There's a lady there's a minister, a part of our network. She woke up one day and had to get her legs amputated at 40 something years old. For both her legs. She woke up one day, had to get both of her legs amputated at the same time. Could you imagine that drastic change in her life? But guess what? She don't want no pity. Because everybody still has problems, right? But here you are complaining that somebody got your food order wrong, but yet she had to get both of her legs amputated. You're complaining that the shower is not hot enough, but she got both of her legs amputated. I need people to understand the state of the mindset that you have. You're complaining that it's raining outside. The rain that was sent to bring you forth a harvest, you complain about. But yes, she had both of her legs amputated. But guess what she's doing? She learning how to use her new legs to walk again. Come on, B. She learned how to use her new legs to walk again. She's still in a state of gratitude. See, we're not here to compare pain. We're not here to compare challenges. We're not here to compare the different obstacles that we go through in life. We're just here to keep our chin up. We're just here to stay in a state of gratitude. All right? And she's doing amazing. She's embraced her new chair. She can drive by herself. She's learned to stay independent. You know what she did? She still kept the end in mind. She kept her vision in mind. So no matter what challenges that she faced, even though that's very severe. I mean, it's a drastic change, right? She still goes out and ministers. She still goes out and preaches to the person complaining about the rain outside. She still goes out and preaches to the person complaining about that it's too hot in their car or the AC is not warming up, getting cold fast enough. Has anybody, as I'm saying these things, have you guys having a level of awareness right now, realizing the things that you complain about? Yes or no? Right? My t-shirt ain't ironed enough. Right? See, we got to learn to cease complaining. We got to learn to cease criticism. We got to learn to cease the wrong type of words coming out of our mouth. I made a post on Facebook and I said, let's begin to focus. Let's begin to speak about what it is that we want and not speak about what it is we don't want. Because both are manifestations. Let's begin to speak on what it is that we want and not speak what we don't want, because both are manifestation. Why? Because to manifest, that means you have to first feel it. You have to believe it and you speak it. And when you do all three, when the oceans, when the waves and the storms of life begin to rise in your life, it's because you spoke it. It's because you felt it. It's because you keep speaking about it. All right. There are different conversations and interactions I have. I try to watch my words. right? It's some things I don't even want to say. There's things I don't want to relive through my words. There's things I don't want to relive through my language, right? Because I know my words create life. So I don't want to relive, so I don't speak it. I hope y'all caught that. There are things I don't want to relive in my life, so I don't give them life by speaking them. What is it that I don't want to relive? I don't have the money. You're reliving it. I don't have the experience. You're reliving it. I don't have the time. You're reliving it. I don't have I'm bored. I don't, whatever it is, you words you use, you're reliving it by simply speaking it. So I put you on this space that I have a level of awareness tonight to act, to just, what am I saying? That you got to gain a conscious awareness of what you're saying out of your mouth. It's so many people that don't even know. Listen, let me bring it on home. I had a situation recently. Somebody said something to me and I was just blown away that it came out of their mouth. But then I didn't react. I responded. I carried on as they have no idea. They're so oblivious to what they said. And I said, if they have the audacity to speak death out of their mouth like that, that means they don't know how to actually speak to themselves. They don't know how to speak to other people. So I'm not about to chastise them or criticize them because they're so unaware of what they're even saying. It would have done no justice to engage in a conversation. See, sometimes you remember when I just said I don't relive certain things, I don't say. Why? Because I don't want it to what? Come to life. Right? So sometimes not only do you need to watch what you're speaking, you need to watch the environments and the people that you are around. Because even though speaking can put you in a space of reliving it, you can be in a space of reliving things that other people are saying. So watch where you are walking in people's doors. Watch the houses that you're around. Watch the people that you are around. Because you could be taking a nap. You could be spending the night when somebody's speaking the wrong language. What am I saying? When they speak these words, they're creating a home. When they speak these words, they're manifesting it. So when you're taking a visitation, right? When you're visiting these people's houses, you got to be aware of the type of conversations that they have. So what awareness did I gain? I know that I no longer can make a visit to that person's door. Come on, B. I can't make a visit to that person's door. Why? Because in their home is darkness. In their home is disbelief. In their home is doubt. In their home is fear. In their home is limiting thoughts. So I don't want to have those visiting rights. A lot of people think you got to be locked up. A lot of people think you got to be behind bars for only visiting. No, you got to be aware of the people that you're around because their words feel like prison. Their words feel like prison. So you got to be careful that you're not about to put yourself behind bars intentionally. Don't go to the jail. Don't go to the prison where somebody's speaking death into their space. And you just welcome yourself on home and you sit on in the bunk bed and have a little kickback. Can you imagine voluntarily registering yourself into prison? Jesus Christ. That's what y'all doing. Watch the conversations that you have. Watch the people that you emulate. All right? Y'all remember that song Future made called Mask On? It's a lot of people with a mask on. So you got to be careful. All right? So I talked about being aware of, you may be walking into somebody's home and they have a home full of fear. So you, on this call tonight, you first have to gain a level of awareness to understand and discern what fear is. You got to first be able to identify what fear even is. Because imagine going to somebody's home and you don't even realize that they have a lot of fear. Right? So we got to first discern it. We got to be aware of it so that we can begin to what? Overcome it. Everything in your subconscious mind, when I spoke about my nephew earlier, everything in your subconscious mind is already programmed. See, a lot of your personality traits, The way that you react, the things that you do, the things that you don't do. Guys, you didn't make that decision. You think you're thinking today, don't you? You think you're thinking today. No, you were programmed that way. It's only a few of us who've already decided to reprogram ourselves. All right. Why do you like that color? Why do you like that food? Why do you like to spend that type of time? It didn't come from you. It came from somebody else. So you have to first identify. Somebody ain't gonna like when I say this. You first have to identify, are you you or are you somebody else? Jesus Christ. You first have to identify, am I or am I somebody else? All right. Anybody ever heard of a USB drive or a chip? Okay. So when you are in your youth, you are being programmed. And a lot of times, adults, parents program their children to be exactly like them. And then their children grow up to think that they are thinking independently. So the question first on tonight is, are you you or are you somebody else? Now, I don't want you to leave here feeling confused. All right. I just want you to I want you to gain a level of awareness for what do you truly like. Understand, why do you like those colors? Why are you on that job? Why is it that you do what it is that you do? All right. Or are you just a splitting image of somebody else who's already pre-existing? Jesus Christ. Anyway, moving forward. So you have to identify, are you you? And then that's when you begin to discern what fear is, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Man's greatest enemy. They say that fear is man's greatest enemy. But guess what? Fear is a thought of the mind. Fear is a thought of the mind. And if you are afraid, if the enemy is fear, if the greatest enemy is fear, that means you are afraid of your own mind. Okay, let me bring it back. If fear is man's greatest enemy, if fear is a thought, that means you are fearful of your own mind. Right? Nobody, see, fear is just thoughts, guys. When you guys are thinking about traveling or doing something dangerous, you're speaking these things into yourself. So you get yourself into a frenzy. You get yourself nervous. Nobody else did it. And if you did allow somebody else to do it, that means you welcomed yourself into somebody else's what? Home. So many people paralyze themselves by fear. It drives me up the wall when people say, I'm scared to invest. Do you know what alleviates fear, ladies and gentlemen? Education. It's one good old word. It's called education. And the other one's called faith. You only possess fear because you don't possess faith. Oh my goodness. I probably just stepped on somebody's toes. That's a post. You only possess fear because you don't possess faith, because somebody got to override somebody. All right. So what is causing you to have a paralysis on tonight? It's nothing on the outside. It's not the government. It's not your home. See, there's something called truth and facts. See, the fact is you probably grew up in everybody didn't grow up in a happy home. Some people went through a really challenging lifetime. Somebody probably has gone through abuse and so many different tragic things in their life. That is a known fact, but then there's a known faith. There's a known truth that can override all the things that you went through in life. You can go through healing. You can have a new life. You can reprogram yourself to get out of that experience and just use it as a testimony. But what you dare not do is continue to use these situations to paralyze you from moving forward to something greater in life. It doesn't matter who you used to be. Do you understand you can completely change the trajectory of your life, your full identity, just as soon as tomorrow? As soon as tomorrow. If you're in a relationship, you're not stuck. You are choosing to be there. If you're on the job that you hate, you're not stuck. You never made it a goal to leave. We're so focused on where we don't want to be. I hate this job. I don't want to be here. I don't like my income. I don't like this life. But let's actually talk about the goal that you set aside to actually make that transformation in your life. See, I don't engage in conversations that include transformations. Right? I don't. If I can't converse with you and can create a solution, that tells me that you are, oh, here we go. When you don't choose a solution, that shows me that you have joined forces. You have become an ally with the enemy. Jesus Christ. Somebody, I'll be right back. Because listen.
Sheesh.
She's tearing me up.
When you decide not to have a solution-based thinking, when I can't solve your problem, that means you're telling me that you have become an ally with your own thinking, with your own enemy, with thy own self. Right? So remember, nobody's holding you up. Nobody's holding you back. There's nothing in the way. There's no tangible item that you can literally put in my face and tell me that's holding you back. Right? It's you. If you want something tangible, just look at the mirror. And the funny part about it, it's not the tangible part that's holding you back. It's the intangible. It's the thought. Can you imagine something invisible holding you back? Dang! Everything that's holding somebody back is invisible. It's another post. I'm just gonna go on the live rampage on that one. Right? The fear in the mind doesn't exist if you change your thoughts. Right? I told you got to choose sides. Either faith or fear. You got to choose. If everything that is created out of the spirit, I like to use the analogy of a wedding planner or somebody that does coordinating. You have a conversation with them, Moody. You tell them your birthday plans. You tell them your wedding plans, and they start using the power of their imagination. Their imagination goes to work. All right. Their imagination goes to work. And so what begins to happen is that they take what was in the spirit, what was in the image of their mind, they take it and they bring it out into the physical world. And so now it was a spiritual manifestation that came into a physical plane. But wedding planners aren't the only people who have the ability to create. Party planners aren't the only people that have the ability to create. Every single person on this planet is a party planner. It's a wedding planner. Is a creator. They are an architect. But the question is, what are you creating in your life? Fear only exists when you want to bring it out of the spirit to the physical. All right. It can become a manifestation. You built it from a thought. You built that. Nobody else built it. Right? Nobody else built it. Something invisible became visible from the power of your own thought. Do the thing that you are afraid to do, and the death of fear is certain. Do the thing that you are afraid to do, and the death of fear is certain. What am I saying? I want to learn how to trade. I want to grow my money, but I'm scared. First of all, what is your faith? that's what I always. That's what I ask people first. What is your belief system? What do you believe in? That's why I start off first. I can't talk to you about money because your fear is going to deteriorate. The heck, I need to talk to you about money first. We need to first talk about your ability to deteriorate blessings. Jesus. We need to first talk about your ability to deteriorate every single thing that God wants for you, you don't want for yourself because you have become an ally with the enemy. Woo! So let me make you acknowledgeable of the fact that you have been on the wrong team. Then when we can actually switch sides, we can begin to talk about you building wealth and having a transformation in your life. Please write that down. Do the thing that you are afraid to do, ladies and gentlemen. Do it. Guess what? Then guess what? The death of fear is certain. Okay? All you have to do is change the way that you think. You have to change the thoughts that are projecting out of your mind. What are you doing? What's on the screen of your mind? What can we see? Do y'all understand when you begin to embrace being an ally, when you begin to embrace that fear, it also has a physical manifestation. It can come in the form of sweat. It could come in the form of high blood pressure. It could come in the form of stuttering. It could come in, it has these little symptoms. Come on, B. See, fear has symptoms. It also has an action. We can talk about sweat, anxiety, and stress. We can talk about those things. But it also comes with an action. What do you mean? Well, you talk about you want faith, you want freedom, you want all these things. But Angela, can you do me a favor? Can you text Monique and you tell her, and I've been teaching for the past 2 hours because she's been texting me and I can't respond.
Yes, I'll take care of it.
Fear has symptoms, ladies and gentlemen. Sweat, tears, heartache, right? Nervousness, anxiety. Anybody ever felt that before? Drop some one in the chat box if you've ever had the symptoms of fear. Let's be transparent on tonight. All right. Okay, just want to make sure we're all being real. Okay, good. So if the symptoms of fear also cause inaction, the symptoms of fear also allow you not to get what it is that you want, why do you keep subscribing to that diagnosis? Why do you accept that as your diagnosis? There's no winning on that side. There's nothing on that side. So how can we join the winning team? Somebody drop winning team tonight. Drop winning team. How can you become a player in the winning team? All right. It's simple. One word. You choose sides. See, you don't have to flip the coin. There is no coin toss. It's not faith. It's not fear some days. It's not faith some days. It's not fear some days. It's not faith some days. You choose sides. See, in football, when you make a move too soon, it's called offsides. Right? When you make a move too soon, it's called offsides. The QB, they count down, and your waterhead and jump the line too soon. It's called offsides. Right? I ain't talking about offsides. I'm talking about choosing a side. What winning team are you going to be on? And guess what? It's okay to play offsides when you're on the winning team. Because a lot of times the person that's on the outside is God. See, he's going to move too soon for you. He's going to move ahead of you. He's going to be one step ahead of you. And there's not going to be no calls on the play. There's not going to be no flags tossed into the field. And if it's a flag, it's the winning flag. I want you guys to understand the only person that's going to play offside is God. But you got to be behind the line and be behind him so he can guide you and direct you to what it is that you want to go. You got to choose sides. How do we get rid of fear? We start listening to the things. We start speaking up in our life. All right? We got to speak up in our life. I am so happy and grateful now that I am powerful. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am smart. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am strong. I am so happy and grateful now that I am wise. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am full of faith. And you got to be comfortable saying these things out loud. Anybody ever learned a song before? Yes or no in the chat box. Anybody ever learned a song before? Yes or no? I mean, you know all the lyrics. You sometimes you be all out of tune, but you love singing it. All out of tune. What did it take for you to learn that song? Somebody tell me, what's your technique for learning music? What does the steps look like? Somebody drop that in the chat box. It can technically be summarized in one word, but tell me. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. What do you think happens when you practice repetition of faith? You begin to learn its power. You begin to sing its song. You begin to walk in that joyous state. See, you ever sung a song and you move with it? See, faith comes with a dance of praise. Faith comes with it comes with a smile. Faith comes with repetition. Faith comes with a great day. Faith comes with obstacles that I can still dance through. Faith comes through, period. It comes through anything that you face, whether it's good or bad. You're on the right side. So it doesn't matter what defense that we're playing. The offense is always going to win because our God is on the open. Listen. Listen. Repetition. Repetition. Suppose the thing that you're merely afraid of, you begin to say, I am so happy and grateful. Maybe you're scared of airplanes. Let's keep it simple. Man, most people do this. Man, I'm scared to fly, man. Why? Let's start there. Where is the evidence of your fear derived from? Jesus. Where is the evidence of your fear? Where do you take all these facts and allow it to be a part of your belief? What type of research are you? It's so many people. I speak to people all the time. I did some research and I don't like the company. What did you research? What are you looking at? Stop giving me these false words because you're fearful. There's nothing anybody can ever tell me the first time and I believe it. It's never what you say the first time. It's something buried underneath. That's the truth. People tell me their facts. I'm looking for the truth. Tell me you don't have the money. Tell me you're scared to lose money. Tell me you're confused. But don't give me no excuse that you did some research and I don't understand that. I heard that it's a network. What are you saying? It's a pyramid scheme. What is that? You must not know my story. This pyramid scheme saved my family. This pyramid scheme saved me. So you may call it a pyramid scheme in a negative state. I call it a pyramid scheme in a positive state. Why? Because it's allowed me to scheme up the pyramid. It's allowed me to take my life to new levels. It's allowed me to look at a new level of leadership. It's allowed me to bring my team up the pyramid. It's allowed me to rise. It's allowed me to elevate. It's not biased. It's not racist. So I don't know what you've been a part of, but we need to program you. Sorry to your parents, they gave you the wrong mindset. Send them a forgiveness note. That's what a lot of y'all need to do. Whoever raised you with that mindset, you need to send them a forgiveness note right now because you got the wrong paradigm. Fear doesn't exist, only the thoughts in your mind. And when you give them approval, when you give them praise, when you give, guys, guess what? There's something called a seed. And seeds require water. Your thought is a seed. And you got to choose what information you are allowing to water, the seed of fear or the seed of faith. And it don't matter which seed you choose because both of them came from you. Could you imagine that? Both of them came from you. Did y'all know some of y'all out there having twins? Some of y'all out there having twins. But guess what? See, in this space, twins can live in the real world. Both of them can coexist. Do y'all know that faith and fear can't coexist? See, in the spirit world, faith and fear can't coexist. One of them twins have to die. And you got to choose which team you're playing on. You got to choose. Right? So let's water these images. Let's water these seeds with positive thinking, positive power. Right? What is that you freaking want? And go get it. Stop allowing the world and these limiting thoughts. I'm scared. I don't know how to do it. I understand that may be what you're used to, but in this space, we're used to speaking authority. We're used to overriding anything that doesn't align with faith. It's very normal to be very positive here. All right? Man is only born with two fears. Fear of falling and the fear of noise. Normal fear is fine. Y'all ever heard of good debt? Anybody ever heard that word good debt?
Yes.
Well, there's something called healthy fear. I just call it conscious faith. Come on, B. Healthy fear, cautious faith. Pick one, right? Because some of those fears are healthy. They're good for you to have self-preservation, right? You should be scared to walk across the street when 50 million cars going by. That's what we call healthy. I call it cautious faith. All right, cautious faith. All right, or healthy fear. We'll give it a little pass. Okay, you should be you should be scared to drive on a highway 80 miles per hour and you got 1 mile to go in that tank, and that gas tank. All right, so those are healthy fears. That's kind of like common sense, right? Okay, but unhealthy fears when you allow your imagination to run riot, when you allow these things that, let me put it this way. I believe that conscious faith, aka healthy fear, are things that you can't control. You can control being OE in a car tank. You can control walking across the street. You can control jumping out of an airplane without a parachute. Right? Healthy fear you have control of. But that toxic negative fear, you also have control of, but the difference is it takes you to believe it before it even comes into existence. The toxic fear don't exist in the physical first. Somebody gonna catch it. The negative fear don't exist in the physical first. You have to create it first. See, if I get in the car and that thing is on E, that's my fault. I shouldn't be scared I'm gonna run out of gas in the middle of the highway. That's my fault. I have control of that. But then there's also this other thought where I can say, man, I'm scared of trading. I'm scared. Like, listen, you're going to create all the fear. And then what begins to happen is that everything around you is going to evolve to accommodate your feelings, accommodate your fear. See, when you go out of town, there's something called accommodations. You're looking for a place to stay, also known as hotels and Airbnbs, but it's also known as accommodations. You're looking for a place to stay. I'm getting into it. When you have that thought of unhealthy fear, you're looking for a place to stay. You're looking for a place to reside. You're looking for the Airbnb. You're looking for the hotel. And some of y'all are looking for a house to purchase. Some of y'all are looking for a house to purchase. To stay at the extreme level of fear is stagnation and physical deterioration. Some people call themselves home to the grave because they have completely killed themselves by the power of their thought. What am I saying? Because thought are things. Thoughts are things. And if I continuously have negative thoughts, that means I'm having negative feelings. I'm having a negative physical experience. What is something that's fearful? Stress, high blood pressure, all of that is negative. So if I continue to perform, if I continue to take residence inside of that negative space, inside those negative thoughts, it then goes from a thought to a physical manifestation. So stress transfers. Y'all ever heard of the foreign exchange market? Yes or no in the chat box? Anybody ever heard of that before? See, your US dollar is your thought. Come on, B. Your US dollar is your thought. But then if you want to leave the country and go to another place, aka the house of fear, you want to leave here and go there, you got to get an exchange. And so what you are exchanging is your thoughts for a thing. This thought becomes your currency. Your thoughts are your currency. Them thoughts gonna leave you broke. Them thoughts gonna leave you impoverished. them thoughts gonna leave you living at the bottom of the food chain. But you chose where to live. Your thoughts are your currency. So what are you paying yourself? Where are you trying to visit? Right? What are you paying yourself? You got to move completely opposite of that, family. But let me go back to the currency exchange right quick. See, instead of thinking of it as currency exchange, I want y'all to think of it as a spiritual to physical exchange rate. Whatever you have on the left side, you're exchanging for the right side as a physical. What do I mean? Well, I have the thought of being stressed, so I want to exchange that for high blood pressure. I have the thought of hating my job, so I'm going to exchange that for losing my job. I have the thought of being annoyed with people, so I want to exchange that for not having friends. I have the thought of limiting thoughts, so I'm going to exchange that for living very minimally. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Your thought is an exchange. Your thought is an exchange. And you got to be careful of what it is that you're thinking, because you're about to get it, baby. Somebody called it. Somebody gonna get on the way home. Your thought is an exchange, ladies and gentlemen. So when you have family members and people around here dealing with health issues, you first want to start at the thought process. Start at the thinking. Some things we can't control. I know that. But there's a lot of things that people can't control. But they're choosing not to because they made a place. There's no place like home. What is home for them? Fear, doubts, limiting thoughts, laziness, procrastination. When you begin to, first of all, if you're on this call and you don't even have a goal anymore, it's time for you to reset on tonight. Because guess what's worse? It says a man with no vision, they perish. Where do vision come from? B, what does the vision come from? It comes from thoughts. So if you're no longer thinking, you don't have a vision. And listen, you're going to begin to perish. You're just existing. You're just going along with the punches. You got a job and you're settled in. You're going to ride that job for 60 years until you perish. But you didn't realize that you perished today because you stopped having a vision. It don't take for time to move before you perish. It don't take time to move before you perish, baby. Time ages you. That's all time do. But you don't have to age to perish. I see people every day that done perished. Right? Because they don't have no goals. They don't have no vision no more. They've given up. They don't use the power of their imagination. Right? They counted themselves out. Why? Why did you count yourself out? Most of the time it's because of laziness. Most of the time. Right? I know that no negative thought can ever manifest except the one that I emotionalize. The thought that I emotionalize and I accept it mentally. Catch that? Emotionalize. Feelings. You have to write this down. You have to refuse. You have to not entertain any suggestion of fear. Guess what? Guess what, Angela? When you don't entertain or suggest it or make it a thought, no harm can come to you. You can only bring yourself harm because you are the initiator of the freaking thought. Thoughts are things. Fear is thought. Thought goes into the physical. Physical brings it back to me because that's what I thought of. You are literally a magnet. Your thoughts are a magnet. So when you're wondering why things are not going well, when things are not going your way, when you're not having a great day, it's because it was your thoughts. Stop blaming people, and you need to gain a level of awareness to first check yourself. What did I think for this day to go this way today? Most people don't do that. Most people are quick to blame external circumstances, everybody else around them. I wouldn't have been late to work if that person didn't cut me off in traffic. But the only reason that person cut you off in traffic because you was in a rush as well. You didn't take any accountability for your position. A lot of people want people to take accountability for their wrongdoings. Well, I'm not here to bear your sins. I'm not here to bear your cross. It's for you to do that on tonight. I need you to be completely aware of what you're speaking so that when things begin to not go well in your life, there's only one thing that you're responsible for, is having freaking gratitude. So even if things do come your way, God is going to bring storms into your life as well. You have to understand, when you think it, you thought it, you created it, you manifested it. It was you. But then there's another higher person called God. He's going to put you inside these spaces when you are having a state of gratitude, when you are speaking belief, when you are speaking faith, when you are speaking up in your life. He's going to put you up on the podium. He's going to put you up in the seat. He's going to put you in that space where the fire is to test you. He's going to test your mouth. He's going to test your mouth. What word are you going to speak when I put you in the hot seat? Trying to see if you're going to renege. Oh, they've been real consistent. Let me test Patricia on the day. Patricia really want this new level. She want this new house. She want this new income. She want this new raise. But I need to prepare Patricia for the level that she's going to go to. See, Patricia's about to encounter somebody on her job that's going to test her. She's going to encounter somebody on her job, this new space, this interview that she really wants to, this new promotion that Patricia really wants. Patricia is completely unaware of the person that she's about to confront. This person is hurt. This person is bitter. This person is mean. But because Patricia doesn't know this person yet, I got to put Patricia on the hot seat. I got to put Patricia in the interview process spiritually. So when she does face this person on her job that she doesn't know she really got yet, I'm going to prepare her for what's to come. See, a lot of you guys think you're going through trials and tribulations as punishment, but it's actually preparation for what's to come. See, he's preparing you for the things that you can't see. He's preparing you for the walls that you're about to go against. He's preparing you for the fire that you can't see. So he's going to give you a pre-fire. So when you go to the fire, you've already been tested and you don't get burned. I need y'all to understand on tonight. Those experiences are your preparation for what it is that you're asking. When you are in the space, when you're on the winning team, we're on the faith team, guess what? People are not going to like you, but you've been in such a joyous state, you forgot about that type of stuff. You've been in such a state of gratitude, you forgot that there's somebody that's going to be sent to you to test you. But guess what? If you're paying attention, God is going to prepare you prior to that actual experience. But that's the space where a lot of people begin to complain. Man, I just got this car, man. No, he saved you from a drunk driver that was on the road that you couldn't see. But you're mad. Y'all gotta pay attention to this stuff, right? He sent the rain to slow you down to the airport because an accident was up ahead, because a person was about to run a light and you were going to be the person to get hit. So he sent the rain to slow your speed down. I hope y'all catching this, right? You started learning how to trade. You got to blow accounts first, because he can't send you $1 million if you don't know how to be a good steward over $100. You don't know how to be a good steward of 1,000. You don't even have to be a good steward of 10 grand. I can't send you $1 million yet. I got to keep sending you these circumstances, these situations. So let me keep running the plays. Let me keep testing you. So when I finally send that $1 million that you've been praying for, it'll actually stick. Right? So let's not look at life's challenges and courses and obstacles as beatings, as punishment. But let's look at them as a mere exercise for what it is that we've been praying for. It's just exercise. And it's also grace, right? It's also grace. You need to deliver yourself from all your fears. Use the formula of casting out all fears. Well, how do you cast out all fears? You speak nothing but faith. You listen to nothing but positive. Do a detox. Watch. You need to do an analysis on yourself on tonight. What type of conversations do I have? Do they speak positive? What type of things do I listen to? Do they speak positive? What type of things do I read? Are they positive? What type of TV shows do I watch? Are they positive? See, you can't watch certain things or listen to certain music until you are in full control of what it is that you can accept and reject. What do I mean? There is music that I can listen to. I'm listening to Chick Corea right now. I don't know if y'all got Chick Corea playing around. He's one of my favorite jazz musicians, rest his soul. He transitioned this year. I'm listening to Chick Corea right now. But then I might get in the car with somebody and they may put on some trap. And I have conditioned myself to be fully aware of what my ears hear. It actually makes me cringe now. I have to be in the mood to listen to certain things. I have to be in the mood. You can't just throw that on me because I'm like, oh, bro. Right? So don't let me not have my headphones. Then I'd be like, dang, I don't have my headphones. And me having a musician ear, I hear everything. I hear raindrops, birds chirping, birds poop. I hear everything. Okay. So I sought the Lord and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. I sought the Lord and he healed me and he delivered me from all my fears. If I sought my faith heals me, it delivers me from all my fears. You got to choose the winning side. All right. These are the steps y'all have to follow. I do have Son of Karen. I have made songs from sounds. That's the funny part about it. I told you guys at the beginning, do the thing that you are afraid to do. And the death of fear is certain. Say it to yourself. I am going to master faith. I am going to master faith. Fear is a negative thought of the mind. All right. Fear has killed millions of people. I need y'all to pay attention to this one. Ooh. If fear is a thought of the mind and fear has killed millions of people, dang it, a lot of people have killed themselves with their own mind. I'm gonna wait.
Rewind that. Say that again.
If fear is a thought of the mind, and if fear has killed millions of people, dang it, fear, people have killed themselves with their own mind. It's going over somebody. I'm saying one more time. If fear is a thought, and that thought has killed millions of people have killed themselves with their own mind. Nobody can give you fear. Nobody, do y'all understand? Nobody can give you fear. Nobody can train. You have to accept it. You got to accept the thought. So if somebody's trying to scare you and bully you, you're still accepting or rejecting that thought. Nobody has the magic power to put fear in your head. You're choosing it. They can do repetitious things to expose you to fear, but it's up to you to choose. So take that home with you. How many people have literally put themselves in a grave by their own thinking? By their own thinking. Confidence is greater than fear. Confidence is greater than fear. There's nothing more powerful than the faith in God and the good. Fear is man's greatest enemy. Your thoughts is your greatest enemy. You don't have to worry about external forces. You got to worry about your own brain, your own mind. It is behind failure. Fear is behind failure. Fear is behind sickness. Fear is behind bad relationships. Fear is behind. You are behind your failure. You are behind your bad relationship. You are behind your sickness. Guys, you are the creator of it. You created it. That's the crazy part about it. I created this sickness in my mind and I killed myself. I created this doubt in my mind and I lost my job. Nobody has that level of awareness though. Man, I'm so scared to lose my job. Man, I need this job. You lose the job because you created the thought. Man, I need this job. Man, I can't afford to lose this job. Not only did you say I can't afford, we're going to take your financial situation and yank that to zero, but then we're going to yank your job out of your pocket. Nobody has the level of awareness to understand that they are the magician of their life. You're the magician of your life. Love isn't an emotional attachment. Love casts out fear. That's it. Love and gratitude, it casts out fear. It's an emotional attachment to the good things in life. Love is an emotional attachment to the good things in life. Fall in love with honesty, integrity, and justice, and goodwill and success. Live in a joyous expectancy of the best things. This is what's going to happen. You will be having a good day. We're almost done. You're going to have those moments where you're having a good day, you're having a good time. And then what happens is that little thought won't keep creeping up. You got to understand it's going to be a forever battle. And you got to always win the play. Counteract it. I tell people there's a story in the book. It says, guys, do you understand the same emotions that you felt in that car accident is the same emotions that you're going to feel on stage? You got to understand the feelings, the sweat, the anxiety, the heart racing. I put you in front of 50,000 people. You're going to feel the same reaction when you just almost had a car accident. You cannot allow the sweats and the anxiety to determine what you feel. You got to allow your feelings to determine what you're expressing. Faith has to create the excitement. Faith can create tears too, because you're in a joyous state. Right? A lot of you guys allow your body to dictate your faith. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm going to put that in a 3-way. Somebody gonna catch it. Why? Because the car accident feelings in the stage that you're about to walk on and speak in front of 50,000 people to impact their life is the exact same feelings. You cannot allow your feelings to determine your faith. Your faith determines your feelings. I don't know, man, it's making me uncomfortable. I don't know if this is right. No, goofball. That's you walking into your life. That's you walking into your faith. That's you walking into abundance. That's you walking into opportunity. See, your body is reacting to something that you're not used to. But if you put yourself in a space of exposing yourself to abundance of life and luxury and the great things in life, then you can begin to condition yourself to expect what it is that you want. But if you're not used to it, you're going to walk away from the blessing. A lot of y'all are confusing blessings as fears. Jesus. If you are afraid, use your imagination to believe. If you're afraid to swim, imagine yourself swimming. If you're afraid to fly, imagine yourself flying, having a great experience. You just have to choose the right thoughts. If you are afraid of elevators and all this other stuff, you will be amazed at how quickly things will begin to dissipate by choosing your thoughts. It's so simple. You guys have full control of the outcome of your life. You can get rid of them. Normal fear is good. Healthy fear, conscious faith, right? To constantly indulge in fear thoughts results in abnormal fear, obsession, complexities, and deterioration of the body. Because if you constantly think on it, you begin to create panic. You begin to create terror. If you are afraid of failure, give attention to success. Just do the opposite. If you are afraid of failure, pay attention to success. If you are afraid of people leaving your business, focus on signing people up. If you're afraid of not doing a successful 3-way, focus on doing one with your mentor. If you're afraid of a blown account, focus on your trading plan. If you're focused on over leveraging, focus on risk management. If you're focused on that, oh my goodness, it's so simple. All you got to do is substitute. That's it. Substitute faith. Faith for the fear. Okay? Whatever you fear has a solution in the form of what it is that you desire. If you are sick, desire health. If you are in a prison of fear, desire freedom. If you're afraid of bad, expect good. Mentally concentrate on the good and know that your subconscious mind has all the answers. It is your faith, it is your love, it is your gratitude. The things that you fear do not really exist except for the thoughts in your mind. The thing that I have feared the most has come upon me. There you go. The thing I have feared the most has come upon me. Look at your fears, hold them up to the light, and go. All right. Nothing can disturb you but your own thought, ladies and gentlemen. The power within you, that's the name of this call. The power is within you. And when your thoughts are focused on that which is good, then God's power is with you. And then God's power is with your thoughts of good. I hope y'all caught that. When you focus your thoughts on which is good, because God is good, God's power is with your thoughts of good. God's power is with your thoughts of good. Focus on good, and guess what? God's power will manifest. There is only one creative power, to stay in that love, stay in that expectancy, and stay in a state of gratitude, guys. All right? Love and gratitude, focus on good thoughts. This is why God's power is within the thoughts of good. Y'all ever be one, man, I just prayed for that, and it came quick. It was a good thought. It came with a good feeling. It came with a good expectancy. And guess what? He showed up and he showed up. You see, we always say God is always on time. No, you finally showed up. God is good. All the time God is good. God is always on time. No, he been there. You just finally showed up. They gonna get me if I say that in church, right? Give it a mic. Y'all need to stop saying this one. He been here. You just finally showed up. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the experience. Welcome to faith. We've been waiting on you quite a long time. All right. We've been waiting on you a long time. All right. So, yes, God is good, but God is always on time. Bruh, he been there. Somebody say been there. How you spell that? He been there. I don't know how you spell that either. He been there. I stand here today to say that God is not always on time. He's in perfect timing. He's just been waiting for your arrival. Flight attendants, please secure the cabin. All right. I love y'all. It's been an amazing call. All right. I hope you guys got some amazing value on tonight. Listen, choose a winning team. Choose faith, good, love, expectancy, and you're good. Remove negative thoughts, because remember, you are your own enemy. It is that simple. You can't blame nobody else no more. We're here to remove that. You can't blame nobody for nothing. It's you. There are things in the world that exist. We know that. But most things you thought of. So now you got to start being a little bit more aware of what you're thinking. A little bit more careful what you say. Whether you choose to believe it or not doesn't mean it doesn't exist. All right. But this is our Power Within session on tonight, family. Choose your thoughts carefully. I'm on the winning team. I hope y'all on the winning team too. Y'all have an amazing night. Somebody give me a hashtag. What's our hashtag tonight? What are we posting on social media? What are we hashtagging in the chats? I gotta listen to this playback.
Drop your cash app and pass the offering plate. Drop your cash app.
Stand up.
My cash app is GWEDU. But what? Chin up. Okay. Let's do it. The hashtag tonight is chin up. Let's do it. Y'all have a blessed night. I'll see y'all on the winning team. Let's go.